Qatar is an Arab country located in Southeast Asia, in the Middle East. In the early 20th century, Qatar was a poor country, but now it has the second highest per capita income in the world, after Liechtenstein, and it also has one of the fastest growing economies. But how did Qatar manage to become the country with the second highest per capita income in the world? Located in Southeast Asia, Qatar borders Saudi Arabia and is surrounded by the Persian Gulf. The Gulf of Bahrain separates the country from the island state of Bahrain. Human life has existed in Qatar for about 50,000 years. Stone Age settlements and tools have been discovered on the peninsula. In the 8th century, due to its strategic position on the Persian Gulf, it became a pearl trading center. The House of Thani settled in Qatar around 1720 and is the dynasty that has remained in power in Qatar since the mid-19th century. The country was once under Ottoman rule, then British, and in 1971 it achieved its independence. In the early 20th century, Qatar was a poor and sparsely populated desert region that relied on fishing, pearl diving, and some agriculture for its livelihood. The country's economy was largely based on small-scale, subsistence activities, and trade with neighboring countries. The population was small, estimated to be around 30,000 people. The majority of the population were nomadic Bedouin tribes who moved across the desert in search of water and grazing land for their livestock. The discovery of oil in Qatar in 1940s and 1950s transformed the country's economy and society. In the 1950s, pearling and fishing were replaced by oil as Qatar's main source of income. Currently, Qatar is known for its vast reserves of oil and natural gas, which have been the primary drivers of its economy for several decades. The government invested heavily in developing the oil and gas industry, which created new job opportunities and attracted a large number of expatriate workers to the country, which has led to a rapid increase in population and urbanization. In 2020, most of Qatar's population were from foreign nationals, mostly Indians, and around 12% were Qatari nationals. Doha is the capital of the country and concentrates most of its population, more than 80%. Today, Qatar is one of the leading exporters of liquefied natural gas and has the third largest natural gas reserves in the world, after Russia and Iran. Before continuing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This way we can continue to make videos for you. The oil and gas industry in Qatar is dominated by the state-owned company, Qatar Petroleum, which controls all aspects of the industry, from exploration to production and export. Qatar Petroleum operates several joint ventures with international oil companies such as ExxonMobil, Total, and Shell. The oil and gas industry is a significant contributor to Qatar's economy. The wealth generated from the industry allowed Qatar to invest in infrastructure and social development projects, such as building hospitals, schools, and roads. Qatar has also used its oil wealth to develop its soft power and become a significant player in regional and global politics and in the global energy market. It has hosted major international events, such as the FIFA World Cup, and has invested in numerous international organizations and initiatives. However, the dependence on oil and gas exports also poses challenges for Qatar's economy, including vulnerability to fluctuations in global oil prices and competition from other energy-rich countries. Economy diversification by investing in other sectors, such as finance, tourism, and technology would be important for the country. For 2 decades, Qatar's per capita carbon dioxide emissions were the highest in the world. Currently, Qatar is investing in renewable energy as part of its efforts to diversify its economy and reduce its carbon footprint. The country is known for its vast reserves of oil and natural gas, but it is also vulnerable to the effects of climate change, such as rising temperatures, sea level rise, and extreme weather events. Therefore, investing in renewable energy is a strategic move for Qatar to mitigate the impact of climate change and transition to a more sustainable future. It is also investing in research and development of renewable energy technologies, such as carbon capture and storage and hydrogen fuel cells. The efforts to diversify its energy mix and promote renewable energy are likely to benefit both the environment and the economy in the long run. Despite being a prosperous country with a high standard of living, the country has a range of challenges such as the dependence on oil and gas. Climate change and environmental degradation. The country is one of the most affected by climate change, water scarcity, and desertification. Environmental degradation, such as air and water pollution, and waste management issues are also a problem in Qatar. Social issues, such as income inequality, discrimination against certain groups, such as migrant workers and women, and labor rights violations. As an absolute monarchy, the country has limited political freedom and human rights. Qatar also has a high rate of lifestyle diseases, such as diabetes and obesity, and is facing challenges in providing quality healthcare services to its growing population. If you liked the video, leave your like, and subscribe to our channel. This way we can continue to make videos for you.